Many times people say, what was the routine of our Prophet ﷺ during the month of Ramadan? And they fail to know that the Prophet ﷺ and his companions lived the whole year as if it was Ramadan. The only edge that Ramadan had was that they would raise the bar during the month of Ramadan. So the Prophet ﷺ, as a means of preparation, he used to fast the vast majority of the month before Ramadan, which was Sha'ban. And some say that he used to fast it all, so that when Ramadan was due, people would hit the ground running. They're used to fasting, they're used to night prayer, they're used to reciting the Quran. The Prophet ﷺ used to give the glad tidings of Ramadan to his companions, where he said, "O people, this month has come, and in it there is a night that is better than 1,000 months. Whoever is deprived from doing good in it, he is deprived from all goodness. And no one would be deprived of its goodness except someone who is doomed and wronged." The Prophet ﷺ used to fast every single day of Ramadan. So what was special in his fasting? Nothing much. He used to have the pre-dawn meal, and he used to say that eat the suhoor, because having suhoor is a barakah, is a blessing. And he used to instruct us to delay the suhoor to the very last moment before the adhan of Fajr. And he used to break his fast immediately once the sun had set. And he used to say the people would be in good terms, they will be all right as long as they hasten in breaking their fast. Throughout the day, it was the normal day. The Prophet used to bathe, wash his head. He used to use the miswak frequently without any problem, even while he's fasting, even after Dhuhr and before the break, before the sunset. There's no problem in that, because the Prophet used to do it all the time. The Prophet used to travel ﷺ throughout Ramadan. Sometimes he used to go for battle and go out in expeditions. And he would instruct the Muslims to break their fast if they were to fight, so that they would become stronger. So the Prophet used to travel, and he used to fast while traveling, and sometimes he used to break while traveling. We know that the Battle of Badr and the conquest of Mecca were in the month of Ramadan. So it is not true what so many of us do in Ramadan. When we think it's a time of being tired, being lazy, not able to work, this wasn't the case at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, the companions, and all the Muslims throughout these centuries. They used to be active, even if it were Ramadan. I know a lot of people who go to the gym while fasting. I know people that go and play tennis while fasting. And this does not hinder them from offering night prayer with Taraweeh and having a good fatur and reading great portions of the Quran. It is the shackles we tend to tie ourselves in that prevent us from moving forward. Fasting is not something that hinders us from behaving, working, and being active. It's all in here. The Prophet ﷺ during Ramadan used to pray night prayer, as every other night. But in Ramadan, he prayed Taraweeh. And night prayer is divided into subcategories such as Taraweeh, Tahajjud, Witr. All of this is called night prayer. In Ramadan, the Prophet used to do that in congregation. He led his companions in 3 to 4 nights. And then he stopped because he feared that Allah might make it mandatory and obligatory upon the Muslims, and he did not want to burden his ummah. And that is why when the Prophet died, ﷺ, and the revelation was over, Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, went into the masjid once and saw the people praying during Ramadan night time, either alone or in patches. So he said that if we combine all the companions and all the people to pray behind one imam, that would be a good thing. So he revived the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, which he had done 3 or 4 nights. And he appointed Ubay ibn Ka'b and Tamim al-Dari, may Allah be pleased with them, to lead the people in Taraweeh. They used to lead the people from after Isha till just before Fajr time. And the people used to carry staffs and sticks to lean on because they were too tired to stand. This is how the companions used to spend their time during night time in Ramadan. And the Prophet ﷺ used to also encourage the Muslims by saying, whoever prays night prayer during Ramadan out of conviction and anticipation of the reward, Allah would forgive his previous sins. And the Prophet ﷺ used to perform i'tikaf or seclusion in the last 10 nights of Ramadan, tracing and trying to pursue the night of decree, Laylatul Qadr, which is better than 1,000 month. He never missed this i'tikaf except once. And his wives used to perform i'tikaf with him as well in the masjid. And this is where the i'tikaf should be done. What was prominent in Ramadan, that the Prophet ﷺ used to revise the Quran every single night with Jibreel. And he would revise the whole Quran during Ramadan, except in the last year before his death, he revised it twice rather than once. And also, Ibn Abbas tells us that the Prophet ﷺ was as generous as the wind. And he would be mostly more generous during the month of Ramadan when Jibreel used to revise the Quran with him. This means that the Quran ignites the will to give in charity, because it makes you believe in the promise of Allah that if you give, Allah would double that to 10 times, to 700 times for you, only if you believe. Therefore, Ramadan is like any other month, but the rewards multiply and the atmosphere supports you to go ahead and excel and raise the bar and do exactly as the Prophet ﷺ had done, trying to achieve the utmost possible rewards from Allah Azza wa Jal by utilizing every moment during your day and during your night.